that self-nullification is a sacrifice and it's not a denial of yourself. You deny yourself only when you idolize another person. When you say that guy helped me and saved me, you deny yourself. But when you sacrifice yourself so that the whole world pervades over you, but you sacrifice, something else has happened. When you become zero, you enter into infinity, breath fills you up, you return back to the one true I am. I had a dream, simple one. A question is being asked. A light is added to an invention or to a substance. And then a question is asked. The question is being asked to the inventor. How did you make full use of that light? Did the light form part of the invention? And I wake up from that dream. It puzzles me. Can light ever be part of an invention? How did I get my light in the first place? Was it through my eyes? Was it because I could think, I had a brain? Or is it because of the light that's why I could think, using the brain? Or is it because of the light that I could see, using the eyes? But the biggest question was being asked. There's a light that comes out from space. I noticed that when you split atom, a great light would emerge from it, no doubt. But how about space? Is there light in space? Was light ever mixed with space? One thing is for sure. Let me go back to the black hole. There is no space and there is no time. And then, as a result of a high density, light is being pulled into a black hole. And then an explosion came about. And then the expansion of the universe. So in other space itself is light. And of course, every object that burst out from that black hole. So what I'm saying is that space itself is light. And so what I'm saying, therefore, is that everything in the universe is radiating out light. Light is the substance of all things in the universe. Am I right? Well, based on the Torah, this is true. Going back to the Torah, I can see very clearly that everything in the universe is light-based. And why? Because it is stated in the Torah very clearly. You see, when the breath of God hovers over the water, that is the moment that God speaks. And the first thing that God speaks of, let there be light. And there was light. Yes, that's right. And everything is just simply light. Then the formation of the universe came about. But that formation of space and time is all light-based. So the question is being asked in my dream, can light be added to the invention? That was the question that was being asked in the dream. So what should be my answer? My simple answer is that you cannot. Why? Because we are living in a sea of light. And whatever that is added is also part of the sea of light. So how do you add something to light when everything is light? So people ask me, is there such thing as God? Then I would tell them, It's the same thing as saying, is there such thing as me? Because the substance of God is light. And I am also of the same substance. And I couldn't have added anything extra. Neither would God have added anything extra to me. Because we are all part of that most wonderful truth. And that's why Solomon said, there is nothing new under the sun. Or is there something new above the sun? And you see people pouncing at another person. And you see yourself being pounced by another person. And you are so afraid that you could be lost. Why should you be afraid that you could be lost? Can you ever be lost? If there is nothing that can be added, nothing will ever be subtracted as well. The loss is only in your mind. That's what's happening. The loss is only apparent in space-time. Because you created space-time, and therefore space-time, you can destroy it. But light is never created nor destroyed. Man has been very, very crazy all these years, searching for new inventions, doing something new, project, trying to think in his mind that there is something new that can be added, something bigger, something better to excite our life. But the truth is nothing more than this. You haven't touched yourself. You are all there is here. All you need is to touch yourself. Just touch. And you'll be the happiest person on this earth. I bet you. Maybe you can say that the problem is that you don't know how to touch yourself. I don't know. You're so afraid to touch yourself. I don't know why this is happening in everybody's life. And you must know, me is everything that I am. Is it so difficult to touch me? But what's so interesting is that you go hunting for new ideas and you flow with your own thoughts and you forget the voice that speaks the thought. You forget the breath that speaks within you. I cannot believe it. And then when you look at somebody out in this world, you go hunting for its flesh. And you look for pleasure in flesh. What is happening? Can't you touch your own being? Right here is the solution. Your own me. That's right. You don't have to go out to all the ideas that you have. You don't look for new projects. You don't need to have new inventions to put light onto. Can't exactly put light there. Light is always with you, hidden inside. We need to undress, so to speak, and reach out for the light that is within, and find that deep satisfaction and happiness of being yourself, of being me. I know of people, and I'm sure you do know, that many a times we go after an idol. I mean, we say that this guy is a savior to me. Sounds good, but the point is that can another light be added to your invention? You cannot. You cannot add light to yourself, because you yourself is the only light. All we need to do is to discover that true light. And one way to do it, as I mentioned in most of my videos, is simply to resonate. That light that is coming to you, you have to resonate to that light. Why? Because when you resonate, you nullify and enter into the true one light. Not the reflected lights of the world, but the true one light that is radiating from space, from objects, whatever there is. It's in searching for an idol, and you say that that thing helps me in my life. You actually denying yourself. That's bad. When you say that somebody is your savior, for example, then you are saying that you're useless. Gosh, you must say that you're useless. You're everything the universe is. From within you is a light source. You need to communicate with that light source, to sit in that light source and be happy. Don't get me wrong. The person that you think you are, which is the outside of you, that is an identity of space-time. It's a kind of a make-up story. But within you is a true one light. So normally, my advice is that when you meet someone, you self-nullify, meaning you sacrifice the thing you believe of yourself. And by sacrificing an idea of yourself or an idea of your own thought, you actually reach within, and that is a good point. You're not saying you're useless. That's the point I'm trying to stress. By sacrificing yourself, you're not saying you're useless. By sacrificing the outer part of me, you enter the inside of me. But you're not denying yourself. You're just nullifying yourself. That's the difference there. So before I close the video, I want to emphasize that self-nullification is a sacrifice, and it's not a denial of yourself. You deny yourself only when you idolize another person. When you say that guy helped me and saved me, you deny yourself. But when you sacrifice yourself so that the whole world pervades over you, but you sacrifice, something else has happened. When you become zero, you enter into infinity, breath fills you up, you return back to the one true I am. That's right. That's why light cannot be added to an invention. Why? Because you are the true light, and light is always within, it's not outside. That's right. So that's why you resonate with light, so that you can enter and be the light itself and radiate from there. You cannot get from something else. That's right. You must radiate light from within you. If you zero your thoughts, that isn't the solution, because within thought itself is the light. So you need to resonate with the thought. You need to turn your thoughts into breath, so that from within you, light can come forth. Those people who think that they shouldn't be thinking anything isn't correct. We live in a world of thoughts, but what we need to do is to resonate the thoughts. Self-nullify, resonate with the thought, and bring forth the true light from within out. Light cannot be added to an invention, but light only can come forth from what is within you, the truth. Have you ever seen light physically being added to an invention? No, you haven't. Now look at the television, for instance. You see light coming out, right? Yes, because there is a burning effect. Two polarities are interacting, and from there, through the resistance, light bursts out from the LCD. You have never seen light being added. All you have seen is simply light radiating out from a wire. You look at the light bulb there, it radiates from the wire. And why? Because it radiates from within as a result of the interaction of two opposite polarities. And right within us is the opposite polarity. And from within us, you must learn that technology to commune with yourself so that light can be brought forth from within, so that you can discover I am the only one true source.